In the shadows where truth and tales intertwine, we find the thrilling, the chilling, the downright spine-tingling. From the paranormal to the peculiar, every echo has a story. Dare to delve into the unexpected, the unexplained? Brace yourself, for you're about to embark on a journey where fear meets fascination. Stay tuned if you dare, for stories that will make your heart race and your mind ponder. Welcome to the realm of the eerie, the realm of the unknown. And remember, like and subscribe, if you dare. Imagine, if you will, the shrouded mystery of the woods under the cloak of night. In the heart of the wilderness, where the moonlight barely trickles through the dense canopy, an unsettling silence hangs heavy. A symphony of nocturnal life is ominously missing. There is no chirping of crickets, no rustling of leaves under the scurrying paws of small creatures. Even the wind seems to hold its breath, as if the forest itself is waiting, watching. In the midst of this void of sound stands our protagonist, a ranger, a seasoned professional, well acquainted with the quiet of the night, and yet this silence feels different. It's a silence that makes your skin prickle, a silence that feels like a predator stalking its prey. He's seen things in these woods that would make a lesser person's blood run cold. But tonight, it's the nothingness that frightens him. His boots crunch on the frost-kissed grass as he moves, the sound amplified by the quiet around him. He pauses, listening, straining his ears for a sign, a hint of what's to come. His heart pounds in his chest, each beat echoing in the silence. The air is thick with tension, the kind that precedes a storm, the kind that makes the hair on your neck stand on end. He is alone, or so it seems. But there's a feeling, an instinct, born from years of navigating the woods that tells him otherwise. He can't shake off the sensation of being watched, followed. His eyes dart around, trying to penetrate the darkness that surrounds him. His hand instinctively reaches for the radio at his side, but he hesitates. The silence has a grip on him now. Every fiber of his being is on high alert. He knows these woods, knows them like the back of his hand. They are his domain, his sanctuary. But tonight they feel alien, hostile even. He's a stranger in his own home, a prey in a predator's lair. In the heart of the darkness, the ranger's instincts kick in. Something is not right. In the chilling stillness, a discordant symphony of strange noises begins to unfold. It's as if the woods themselves have come alive in the darkness, each rustling leaf whispering secrets to the night. The ranger pauses, his heart pounding in sync with the distant hoot of an owl, a lone sentinel in the enveloping blackness. The soft crunch of leaves underfoot seems to echo around him, transformed by the unseen landscape into a monstrous growl. A sudden snap of a twig to his right sends a jolt of fear through him. He freezes, his breath hitching in his throat. There's a chill in the air that has nothing to do with the season. It's the icy touch of dread, the first whisper of danger yet unseen. The noises grow louder, more insistent. A low guttural growl rolls through the darkness, wrapping around him like a shroud. The ranger swallows hard, his mind racing. It's a sound he's heard before, but never in the pitch-black wilderness, never when he's alone. He tries to dismiss it, to convince himself it's simply the product of an overactive imagination. But the noises persist, each one a chilling reminder of his vulnerability. The rustling leaves become a stalking predator, the snapping twigs the footsteps of an unseen enemy. The growls grow louder, closer. They're not the distant echoes he first thought, but the menacing snarls of a creature lurking in the shadows. The ranger's breath comes in shallow gasps, his pulse pounding in his ears in a frantic rhythm that drowns out the whispers of the forest. His instincts scream at him to flee, to escape the unseen terror that stalks him in the darkness. But he's a ranger, a guardian of these woods. He forces himself to stand his ground, to confront the fear that gnaws at his courage. But as the growls grow closer, his resolve crumbles. The fear is no longer a whisper, but a deafening roar that drowns out all reason. His heart pounding, the ranger could no longer deny the undeniable. He was not alone. Suddenly, the ranger feels an unseen presence closing in. The hunt has begun. There's a palpable shift in the atmosphere, a change that sends a chill down his spine. The silence of the woods is shattered by the sound of something large, something heavy, moving fast through the underbrush. His heart pounds in his chest like a war drum, the rhythm of fear. He knows he's not alone anymore. He starts running, feet pounding against the forest floor, the sounds of pursuit echoing in his ears. The noise is a terrifying symphony. The snapping of twigs, the rustling of leaves, the heavy thud of whatever is chasing him. Each sound is a chilling reminder that he's the prey, that something is closing in on him with relentless determination. The ranger throws a look over his shoulder, but the darkness of the night is a veil, hiding his pursuer from sight. Yet he can feel it, its presence a looming shadow that sends shivers down his spine. He can hear it, the heavy breathing, the low growls, the thunderous footfalls. Whatever it is, it's big, it's fast, and it's right on his heels. His lungs burn with the effort. His heart feels as if it's about to burst out of his chest. But he can't stop. He can't slow down. Every instinct screams at him to keep running, to put as much distance as he can between himself and whatever is chasing him. Fear turns into terror, the kind of terror that freezes the blood in your veins, that makes your heart pound so hard it feels like it might burst. He's trapped in a nightmare, running for his life in the darkness, chased by an unseen predator. But then, up ahead, he sees it, a cave, a chance for safety, a place to hide. With the last of his strength, he makes a desperate dash for it. The cave is his only chance, his only hope. He rushes inside, the darkness swallowing him whole. In a desperate bid for survival, he takes refuge in a nearby cave. As he catches his breath in the darkness of the cave, the ranger realizes the horrifying truth. A shiver of dread courses through his veins as the pieces of this terrifying puzzle fall into place. In the hushed stillness of the cave, he becomes acutely aware of the distinct absence of the creature that had been relentlessly pursuing him. It's then that the realization hits him like a cold wave. He's not simply hidden from the predator, he's wandered straight into the belly of the beast, the predator's lair. His heart hammers against his chest with a primal fear as he absorbs the implications. The chase, the fear, the adrenaline, it had all been part of a sinister game. Every snarl, every rustle in the underbrush, every snap of a twig under a heavy paw. They were not just the sounds of pursuit, but the calculated maneuvers of a predator herding its prey. The beast had been directing him here, to this cave, all along. He barely has time to process this chilling revelation when a low growl rumbles through the darkness. The growl morphs into a deep, guttural howl that reverberates off the cave walls, echoing in the hollow spaces and chilling his blood. The predator reveals itself. The werewolf, a monstrous creature of nightmares. Its eyes glow an eerie yellow in the dim light. Its fur bristles with a primal ferocity, and its snarling mouth reveals rows of gleaming, razor-sharp teeth. The sight is paralyzing, a stark reminder of the harsh reality of nature, the brutal, unyielding law of the predator and the prey. As the werewolf steps into the light, the ranger's heart skips a beat. The monstrous creature is not alone. His blood turns to ice as he hears the chilling sounds of young werewolves behind him. The lair isn't just home to a single beast, it's a den, a family of predators. And he, the ranger, is their prey. The ranger's blood turns to ice as he hears the chilling sounds of young werewolves behind him. The ranger turns around, his eyes meeting the gleaming eyes of the young werewolves. The cold, calculating gaze of the predator's offspring sends a shiver down his spine, a chilling crescendo to the symphony of fear that's been his reality for these past few moments. The shadows of the cave dance upon their fur, giving them an almost spectral appearance. The ranger's breaths grow shallow, quick, matching the erratic beat of his heart. He can feel the weight of his impending doom hanging heavy in the cool, damp cave air. His hand inches towards his belt, fingers brushing against the cold comfort of his trusty knife. But he knows deep down that it's futile. The odds are stacked against him, a lone man against a pack of nature's most ruthless predators. The hopelessness of the situation seeps into his bones, chilling him more than the autumn wind ever could. The silence of the cave is shattered as the youngest of the pack lunges forward, a low growl echoing off the cave walls. The tension peaks, a palpable force that seems to vibrate in the air around them. The ranger's heart pounds in his chest, a wild drum echoing the primal fear coursing through his veins. He braces himself for the impending attack, every muscle in his body coiled tight, ready to fight, to survive. But the onslaught comes too swiftly, too brutally. The young werewolves are upon him, their growls and snarls filling the cave with a terrifying cacophony. The ranger fights, his screams of defiance swallowed by the chorus of the wild. Each snarl, each growl, each snap of jaws is a stark reminder of the ranger's plight. But the fight is short-lived. The outcome predestined. The ranger's strength wanes, his struggle against the inevitable weakening, and then silence. The only sound left is the harsh panting of the young werewolves, their eyes still gleaming in the dark, victorious. The woods echo with the ranger's faint screams, a chilling reminder of the untamed horror lurking in the darkness. And so, our tale of the Campfire Horrors comes to an end. Until next time, sleep tight. Before we part ways, dear viewers, remember to stay vigilant. The Campfire Horrors may have been extinguished for now, but the embers of the unknown always remain. As you lay down to sleep tonight, don't forget the lessons from our tale. Safety is but a fleeting moment in a world of unseen. So, if you've enjoyed this journey into the abyss, don't forget to ring that bell and smash that like button. Do it before the thing under your bed decides to pay you a visit. Oh, and keep those night lights on. You never know what might be lurking in the dark. Thank you for embarking on this terrifying adventure with us. Until our paths cross again in another tale of the unknown. Goodbye and sweet dreams, if you can.